Here we go. Set, ready, away, and they're racing. First of them to get going is actually Simple Logic and Sabino, but now building from the outside. Regal Access comes across. Won't get there, though. Driving forward soon after Lady Tornado, who's going to split horses and go to the lead. So Lady Tornado finds herself in front from Regal Access. Up there racing keenly for Harvey. Sabino's on the inside of the stablemate. Simple Logic a length and a half away. Over on the rails next is Fire Rant. It was being closely attended by March Hamley. Katona back down on the inside of Desert Vixen in the second half, and they're followed by I'm Not For Sale, who's towards the tail end of the field with Shamara. Lady Tornado comes to the 400 and opens them up now. She quickly put 2 lengths on Regal Access. Over on the inside, Sabino, Simple Logic, Fire Rant headed the remainder. Desert Vixen to the outside, still a long way from them. At the 250 though, Lady Tornado is clear and going well. Lady Tornado out by more than 2. Regal Access, Sabino. Lady Tornado's in front. Down the outside, Desert Vixen coming right over the top, but Lady Tornado is too good. She stole the march on them, Lady Tornado. Lady Tornado won it from the fast finishing Desert Vixen right down the outside from Sabino and also Katona. Then March Hamley behind them. Regal Access couldn't go on. In behind them next of all is Fire Ant, followed further back by Shamara, and one of the last of them in is Simple Logic. Pike controlling proceedings on Lady Tornado. Lady Tornado is the winner, number 9 for the Durant stable. Jumping to the lead, she was able to hold Regal Access. He pushed her through between horses to hold the front. Kicked away. You could see that Desert Vixen had a mountain of work to do. She was making ground, but she was never going to really pick up the winner, Lady Tornado, charging home into second placing, and Sabino held third from Regal Access and Katona. So Regal Access clinching fourth just in 105.15, a length and a half a length, the margins there. But Pike looked supremely confident when he went to work and started to muscle up Lady Tornado. She responded terrifically to it, and he'd controlled the pace of the event pretty much to his liking in front there, and then opened them up, and 34.56 made it difficult for those back in the field. Desert Vixen has run a great race under the circumstances to concede that head start and get within the length and a half. The winners by Toronado out of Lady Liz for Joe Horvat and B. De Silva George, trained by Adam Durant, and another winner here this afternoon for Willie Pike. Desert Vixen by Rommel from Kylina. Holly Watson, the rider for the Simon Miller stable, owned by Barry and Jan McCrosty. And third placing to 6 Sabino by Zoostar from Catharos. And raced by Deris Dillon, trained by Neville Parnham and ridden by Chris Parnham. After the running of race number 6. The Mrs. Max handicap is next. 1800 at 10 to 5 and 14 and 15 are both out. Rockhard Omaru and Olara's Prince. Holly Watson will ride 13 off this planet and will ride at 54.5 kilos. Let's go down to Brett, who's about to join Geordie Rolfe. Represents the yard here this afternoon after this victory in a dominant front-running performance by Lady Tornado.
Indeed, defied what we'd probably seen in terms of a pattern of the day. Darren, Geordie Rolfe joins me now. Was pattern something you'd discussed with William Pike pre-race?
Not really, no. Willie's seen him as big as a beach ball, so I've got no business telling Willie how to ride.
Was it a concern for you at all, the fact that we've seen a lot of horses today sweeping down the outside and you have an on-pace kind of type that, well, as it turns out, it was no problem at all, but was it a consideration or a thought for you going into the race?
Yep, absolutely. We were aware that that's her pattern. She likes to race handy, and also just as aware that that wasn't going to suit today's pattern. So, yeah, it was up to her to do the job, which she did. Yeah, she's in a really good place, the mare.
Isn't she? We talked about her at the beginning of the prep as being a bit of a bridesmaid. She was constantly running these placings, but after a win last start, she seemed to be putting it all together. Back-to-back wins. Now she's the bride.
Yeah. She was bridesmaid's a bit hard. She was running really good races and just seemed to be bumping into one better. But yeah, for her to string a couple of wins together is fantastic for the boys. They're real loyal owners and good friends of the stable.
No doubt the stable will be very active over the next 2 days at the Perth Magic Millions sale. Have you been out there at the complex and inspecting all of the yearlings?
Yep, we have. Adam's been very busy. We all have. Make sure you check the socials and stay up to date.
Oh, very good. Did the stable plug excellently. Well done.
Thanks.
There is Geordie Rolfe after the win of Lady Tornado, and I'm sure they will be buying plenty of nice horses over the next 2 days. William Pike successful on the mare, and he'll be catching up with Scott.
He certainly will. He's just jumping off the scales, and then we'll get a word on the win of Lady Tornado. Willie, it's amazing how often this happens when horses struggle to win one. They win 2 in a row.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know. I'll take what we can get. She's doing a great job. She tries. I knew that I was fit, and I didn't really want to try and let up and ride too cute. I did think I'd be very vulnerable late, but she actually held them well.
Certainly did. In the previous Starship M was a nice win again. 4 on a line for her. She looks like a Saturday mare.
Yep, did a very good job. Pretty fired up before the race. I was concerned there, but that's about the only concerns I had.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
There's Pikey, wins on a Lady Tornado for Adam Durant, defeats Desert Vixen and Sabino in for third. 9-2, 6 and 1, the numbers from race number 6.
Ain't no broken pride and these are things.
One by one on a hunt, nowhere to hide, nowhere left to run. But I'd rather war with you all the summer than a low-key piece with another. Ay, one by one, every cut, yeah, gets deeper. Who they to judge? 'Cause when it's on, we roll like the thunder. Then it's R.I.P. to the others. Ay, cycle repeat till the lesson get learned, man. You play with fire, bridges get burned, man. Stand off from me making this worse, but don't nobody